Hey, what's up? It's Joshua with Independence Boost, and I'm back with another video. I'm going to be covering how to pay off your credit card debt. So before we get started, I wanted to let you know that I'm having a free masterclass on how you can escape the burden of bad credit and transform your credit to regain your financial confidence. You can find the link below. It's completely free. I'll be going over the step-by-step process on how you can improve your credit, build your credit, and have the confidence that you need to be able to get approved for anything. So let's get right into this video. Now, the first thing that you want to do when it comes to paying off your credit card debt is that you first need to understand your debt. I recommend making a list of all of your debts and then adding all of those up. And then you want to calculate all of your outstanding balances. You have to know this information because this is the starting point of actually creating the plan that you need to get yourself out of this hole. Now, the next thing that you want to do is you want to create a budget. So with this budget, keep in mind, make sure that it's something that you can stick to consistently. If you're going to start it, be sure to see it all the way through, because the worst thing that can happen is that you set this plan in place to start paying off your debts, and then you stop, and then you're not consistent, and then things just keep piling on and on again, and that's what you don't want. So make sure that it's something that's within your means. Even I would also create a plan that where you can also generate more income, so then that way you have extra money on the side. You want to find a way to be able to pay this off as fast as possible, stick to your budget, and work towards your goals effectively. Now let's talk strategy. Now there's two different strategies that you can do when it comes to paying off your debt. The first is the avalanche strategy. The concept behind this is looking at your debt with the highest interest rate and work towards paying all of that off first. And sometimes that might be the best option for you, because especially if you have a high interest rate, that just keeps compounding on and on month to month, which can then become overwhelming. So I would first focus on, with the avalanche method, finding your debt with the highest interest rate and aggressively pay that off. Next, you could also choose between the snowball method. So with the snowball method, it's handling all of your smaller debts first, so then that way you can just get that out the way, and then you can focus on the higher debts down the line. With the snowball method, all in all, it's just easier to pay. So between those, I would just do what works best for you. There's no one-size-fits-all answer for this, but just pick the one that's best for you. So the next thing that you could potentially do when it comes to paying off your debt is you could either choose between doing a balance transfer between multiple cards, or you can consider doing a consolidation. So with the first option of transferring your balance over, basically what that means is you're transferring your balances over to your lowest interest credit card. Now, in some cases, this might be the best option. I would just call the bank of your credit card to figure out if they're even able to do this, but that is a great option to go for. Next is you could also choose to consolidate all of your debts. Now, when it comes to consolidation, in a lot of cases, this can be a great way to go ahead and pay off your debt, because what it does is it takes all of your balances and it consolidates it into one, and you can negotiate a lower interest rate. But the thing with this is you want to make sure that you stay on track when it comes to paying this, because the penalties for missing your consolidated payments could potentially be way worse than what they were before, when all your debts were just on separate cards. Next thing when it comes to paying off your credit card debt is you want to make sure that you're making timely payments. So I recommend doing automatic payments, or you could just make sure to have multiple reminders on your phone, whether it's a few days before your payments are due, or if that you have reminders on the day that your payments are due. Whatever works best for you. I would just be sure to set up and systemize when your payments are coming out, so then that way you don't miss any, because remember, this is what got you in this position in the first place in some cases. And then lastly, as you're going through this process, I would always make sure to keep your long-term goals in mind. I know this can feel overwhelming, especially if you feel like you have years until you're able to pay off this debt, but keep your long-term goals in mind, because you may want to purchase a home, you may want to purchase a new car, you may want to invest in your business, but you can't do that until you pay off this debt. So I will always be sure, as you have this plan in place, once you use some of the methods that I talked about, in this video, just remember that when you get to the light at the end of the tunnel for this, you will get to that long-term goal. You will achieve the dreams that you have and goals that you have out for yourself, and things will brighten up for your future. And that's it. Those are the ways that you can pay off your credit card debt effectively. I appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share this video with someone that you think this could potentially help. And then also remember, click the link down below and get access to my free masterclass on how to escape the burden of bad credit. So with that, I will see you guys on the next video. Have a great day.